WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany. Today I'm in Bremen, Germany at the Bottle Market 2018, together with
Eva Maria from Iceland.
From Iceland. When I think of Iceland, I think FLÓKI, right?
FLÓKI, yes, that's our baby.
That's your baby, excellent. Now, how did a couple Icelandic people come to the idea of making whiskey?
Do you want the nice version or the truth?
Why not start off with a nice and then tell us the truth?
Well, we wanted to figure out how to make whiskey in Iceland. And why wasn't it made in Iceland?
Right.
Why hadn't it been made in Iceland? What was stopping people?
Right.
And we needed to figure out those questions.
All right. And the truth?
We were too drunk, looking at a barley field, and thought it was a good idea.
Okay. And was it a good idea?
It depends on the day.
Some days it was a great idea, and some days it's like, why did I do this?
Exactly.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
For most of it, it is brilliant. So this is a family-run business.
Right.
So it's 4 cousins of ours doing this together with our parents.
Cousins. Okay, right.
Yes, we're cousins. And then we have our parents with us. Then our parents needed a summer house, so they bought a farm. Of course, that's what you do.
That's what you do in Iceland.
Yeah, that's what you do. They grow most of the barley for us.
Right.
They also grow the rhubarb in the gin that we make.
All right. So let's take a look at the barley here. This is the barley.
We only use Icelandic barley when we're doing
It's
this.
a very special type of barley, isn't it?
Well, the variety is going to differ between farms.
Okay, I didn't know that.
So we can't grow the same varieties everywhere because variety wants different types of soils.
Okay, right.
So the varieties will differ, but all of them have the same thing, that they are short-growing varieties. A lot of protein, low on starch.
Which is bad for whiskey.
No, it isn't.
Oh, okay. I thought you had a very low liters of alcohol per ton.
Yeah, it's low on efficiency.
Okay.
But
now we're getting to the point. Yeah.
It gives you much more of taste oils and fusel oils, which comes beautifully through, and it lets the taste stay for such a long time in your mouth.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And we also have some peat here, but I don't think it's Icelandic peat. It's not. It's the other stuff. Tell us.
So, peat takes too long to be rejuvenated in Iceland because we're a lot colder than Scotland.
Right.
So people figured out, since we don't have trees, there is nothing there, but people had a lot of sheep, and you need to dig out the house every spring because you need to lock them inside for 9 months. By drying it for 2 years, it is a good fuel to burn with. And this is the traditional way of smoking anything in Iceland.
Right.
It is to burn sheep dung
Yeah.
to smoke with, and it gives it much better taste than anything else.
I'm not sure about anything else, but it gives it a very specific Icelandic aroma.
Yes, and that is what we wanted. We wanted to make Icelandic whiskey. We didn't want to make Scottish whiskey in Iceland. We just wanted to make Icelandic whiskey, Icelandic gin, and Icelandic brennivin, or aquavit.
Exactly. So you have a couple bottles here. So first of all, if you may show and tell us what this is.
So they're kind of come in pairs. So we have young malt, 12 month in virgin oak.
Right.
We need those to prep the barrels for the single malt.
Right.
The one with the red sticker on it, that is a smoked version.
Okay.
Without the red sticker, that is...
I learned something again. Thank you.
You learned something again. Then we go...
And the other pair, please. Yeah, let's go for those. A little bit darker in color as well.
These are our whiskeys. So we have a 3-year-old without smoke, and we just released the first barrel of 3-year-old with smoke.
Exactly.
So this is the first time here in Bremen.
Good. And last year was the first time you released this, which I actually got a sample of as well. I have a bottle at home as well. Very good, but that's a very, very new product. What does this cost in Germany at the moment? Do you have a price?
Well, at the show, it costs 64 euros.
Exactly. All right. Yeah. I think I paid 69 euros for the bottle as well. So you're about right. Very, very good. Now, what can we expect in the future? With whiskey? Yes. Oh, there's a German word for this. All right, go for it.
Go for it. So, what we have been playing around with are finishing. So, next year, we're gonna have a stout finish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So,
is it also Icelandic stout?
Of course it is.
A dumb question, Jason. I'm sorry.
So we had the barrel, we made young malt, gave it then to a brewery in Iceland that put stout into it, and then we got it back and put a 2-year-old into it.
Excellent. I really love the system that you have. You take a brand new barrel, you leave it in there for 1 year, you put something on, then you take that 1-year-old and then you use that. So it's actually almost like an ex-bourbon barrel. It's an ex-Icelandic barrel for your single malts. Excellent idea. Good.
Yeah. We don't have coopers. That's why.
Oh, that's one way of looking at it.
Extremely high cost of getting barrels shipped to Iceland.
Sure, yeah.
And we also are going to have sherry finish.
Ooh, my heart goes boom, boom.
Yeah. So same, we put a 2-year-old from a new barrel into a sherry cask and are going to let it sit there for a year.
Okay,
Yeah.
excellent.
That's coming next year.
That's coming next year. So I'm here next year. I'll be able to try some of that. That's
Yeah.
very, very good. All right, good. I'm looking forward to that. Now, the last question is, how was the whiskey fair in Bremen? This was your first time, I think, wasn't it?
It was my first time, but my colleagues have been here for the past 2 years.
Right.
You get really tired in your feet, but it's great. It's great to see these people. It's great to meet all the other producers and the small producers because you're going to end up meeting a lot of friends that are going to end up as friends.
Yeah. True.
So
it's really interesting. The Scandinavian distillers meet in Bremen once a year, right?
Yes, we do.
All right, WhiskyJason here. Whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany together with?
Eva.
From?
Iceland.
And FLÓKI Whisky, I think.
Yes, FLÓKI Whisky.
Bye-bye.
Bye.